Girls will ask all the time, why aren't men being fathers in their kids' life? Where are the men? Where are the men? You guys don't even want to take care of your man. You guys don't even want the man. You want the seed from the man. You want the gift the man gives you, and then you want to throw him to the curb.
Oh, Mr. Tyrone. I just gotta get freaky for you because you love the hoes.
I don't care if they don't like me. I came here to stunt. Yeah. I don't care if they don't.
I'd rather be a mom before I'll be a wife.
Really? That is very interesting. Wow.
I just rather cater to a child than
a husband.
Huh?
Girls will ask all the time, why aren't men being fathers in their kids' life? Where are the men? Where are the men? You guys don't even want to take care of your man. You guys don't even want the man. You want the seed from the man. You want the gift the man gives you, and then you want to throw him to the curb. And then you're like, why are the black men going over? No, you don't have the right to ask that question anymore. You don't want us. You don't want us. You just want what we can give you. Case in point, Exhibit A.
Oh boy. Evidently there are some women out here in this world that think that they are better compatible for being a mother than they are for being a partner. Evidently, priorities are ass backwards. There are women out here who are saying that they feel more connected to being a mother to a child for more than 18 years than to build a foundational relationship with a man for over 30 to 40 years. And due to dysfunction within the household, due to poor examples and, poor representation in the household between their mother and father, they have failed to also do the same. This is what we call generational curses. So in the basis of this video, me and one of my homeboys, we was talking about this, and he sent me the video from the Black Spider-Man guy, and he brought it to me. He was like, it just amazes me how these women out here talk about they don't want a man, they don't need a man, but then complain about single motherhood at the same time. I think that's very mind-boggling. How are you going to complain about how men ain't this, men ain't that, you strong and independent, and then also complain about where the good men at and why you can't find the good man, and that you would do anything to find the good man in the same breath? You don't give the good men a chance. You think they're corny. You think they're not compatible for you because some men have boundaries and they have standards. You think that's low down. You think that's zesty or whatever the case is. But you're willing to go for a man who is very toxic, very abusive. You think that's masculine. You think that's what a man is supposed to do, how a man is supposed to lead. Because your father led like that. Your grandfather may have led like that. You have uncles who lead their lives like that. Older cousins who may lead their lives like that. So you think that's what a man is supposed to do. He's supposed to be a little bit of toxic. Just a couple of red flags. Doesn't know how to communicate. Maybe put hands on you, but you can push through, because every relationship has its faults. And then you want to raise your children in that same environment, and the cycle then again continues. You teach the girls what type of women to go for, what type of men to go for, and to be the type of woman that those men will go for. And you teach the men what type of men that women like, and that what a man is supposed to be. This is what these children attain in this environment. Because what else would they attain from this environment? It's not going to be responsibly building black households. It's not being productive in this society. It's none of the above. In that continuous cycle, the woman feels like she has a better chance of being a mother than being a wife. I question the mentality and the psychological brain system of a woman that feels like she has to bring a baby into this world before finding the right partner to bring that baby into this world. I strongly believe in what you pass down in terms of a lineage. If you're just having babies with men, you don't know their lineage, you don't know their background, you don't know their history, you don't know their traits, their genetic makeup, and then you're over here just popping out babies just because you want to be a mother. That's very irresponsible, ma'am. We have some other videos along the way as well, because basically I'm not the only one that feels this way. We have another lovely lady, and she stitched this. I wish I could find the original video, because that girl right there, Val. Lord, the titties, the mentality of this woman. I really wish I could have, looked further into the video, the mentality. We're gonna get right into this video, alright? Let's get into it.
To the comments I get about me saying I'm choosing to be a wife before I become a mother.
When I tell you I've been smiling in my FYP page, because lately I've been seeing so many young, beautiful girls pop up on my For You page, knowing they worth and knowing that they deserve to be married before giving a man a child. It's 2023, and the weak talking points of there not being 100% guarantees in marriage, let it go. There's no 100% guarantee in anything that you choose to do in life. Yet, you still been participating in life. You do realize you could leave out of your house today and literally lose your life, right? You could walk down the street, get hit by a car. You get in your car, get in a car accident that ends up in you being unalive. You could be walking down the street and be in a shootout and be a target that wasn't meant to get hit. All of these things can happen because there's no 100% guarantee in anything in life. You can put in an application for a job and still not get hired, because that's a risk you take when you put in an application. It doesn't guarantee you the job. It's just so wild, though, that you have so much discernment when it comes to marriage, but you don't have the same discernment when it comes to anything else. Y'all are the same girls who will fly out of state with men that you don't know, even though that could lead to him unaliving you. You willing to take that risk, right? You willing to take the risk of going over men's house that you don't know. You willing to take the risk of having a man come to your house that you don't know. You willing to go out on dates with strangers that you barely know. All of those things can lead into bad situations that are not guaranteed to be positive in your favor, yet you still participate in it. Most of y'all biggest complaint about marriage is that you can't guarantee the fact that you won't be cheated on. Cheated on. That's your biggest concern, but you're willing to put your life at risk for carrying a baby, right? You're willing to have your whole body change, right? You're willing to have to go get surgery to get your body to try to have it look like it looked originally before you had a baby for a man who wouldn't even marry you. But your worst fear of marriage is being cheated on. Does that really make sense to you in your mind? You're willing to have a child that you can't even guarantee will be the child that you assuming in your head they will be. At the end of the day, nobody's encouraging women to go out here and just get married and be stuck in toxic marriages that don't make sense. But what we are saying is, if you are going to take on a huge risk like giving a child to a man, it should at the very least, be for a man who thought enough of you to at least ask you to marry him. Not a man who been somewhere selling you dreams and just wanting to get you pregnant so that they can sit you down so that you won't entertain other men, or to make it difficult for you to get back out on the dating scene to date other men. Like, come on, let's be for real. Everything in life come with risk.
Ain't nothing need to be added to that. She said nothing but a mouthful. And everything she says, I completely, wholeheartedly, 100% agree with. That is something that a lot of women in this day and age, especially like women that I went to school with, because if we would have been given this message growing up, I think, there probably would still be as much baby mamas. But maybe the percentage would have dropped down maybe about 5%. Because it's unfortunate to say this, but at least 50 to 60% of the women, you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be considerate. I would say about 35% of the women, of the black women that I went to school with, ended up being baby mamas. About 35% that I went to high school with, middle school. They're out here under the age of 25, pushing out babies, being baby mamas, still, learning life, learning about themselves, while also trying to teach somebody who just entered into life. I don't judge. You live your life how you live it. You learn, you live by your lessons and things of that nature. But it's a little telling to have women enter into this life and it's like, oops, I did it again. Like, How you popping out babies back to back by 2 to 3, 4 different men? You don't like unprotected sex. You don't like having the wrapper on. You just out here getting it when you want it. Not even being considerate of your own body, of your own life, of people within your life, of the child itself. Oops, I did it again. Just popping babies just to pop them? Just because you want one? Man, behave. Just redonkulous, completely redonkulous. Anyways, it's unfortunate that you have women out here who want to push this ideology of having a baby, and then the person that you have a baby with, maybe you might have a future with that person. But just because you have a baby with somebody doesn't mean that that person will potentially marry you. That is an imagination. That is a fantasy. That is what a woman who has a child with a certain man wants. But even if you desire marriage and the person that you have a baby with, you want them to cuff it down, that doesn't even mean that the person that you had a baby with is even compatible for you. That person that you had that baby with maybe should have just been a fling. And your soulmate is out here wondering where you at. Because you about 20 minutes late, 2 years late, 5 years late. Now he got to go and find another soulmate because you messed up. Now you missed out on the life that you could have had because what? You was running fast, because you wasn't thinking in the moment. You should have thought it through. You should have been a little more mature. If this message doesn't run by any woman, let it run by you. If you over here thinking in your head that you can't see yourself with a man, but you can see yourself having a baby, please reevaluate your life. Stop it. Get some help. Expeditiously. If you really can sit here and look at yourself and confidently tell me that you're more willing, you are more equipped to be a mother and raise somebody else into this world before being compatible with another man, and you think that's okay, I got some news for you. It's not going to end out the way you think it is. And then you got people in your circle. It's bad enough some of these women have people in their circle who been through this struggle, who are currently going through the struggle, got 2 to 3 different babies from multiple different men, and then you over here talking about you want family, you want marriage, you want husbands, and then you hear your friend going, well, girl, sometimes you might have the baby, and then that man might want to cuff you. Maybe sometimes it happens in the opposite direction, girl. Hear your stupid little ass go, bloop, oops, I did it again. Now look at you. The whole squad. Yeah, we got babies before we got married. By men we don't even like. Goals. Now all y'all trauma bonding. That's all y'all gonna be. Girl, now my man, he ain't never even coming through. Girl, I know how you feel. My man ain't coming through from the girl. Yours ain't coming, and my man ain't never coming through. Man, you nigga ain't. You know what? I can do it on my own anyway. I've been doing it on my. That's right, Gary. We don't need these men. Then you cry yourself to sleep. Tragic. Anyways, what I shall leave with you today is get your life in order, fellas. No matter what a woman tells you, wrap it up. I don't care what these women try to talk you out of your panties and well, I said panties, your undies. I don't care what these women try to tell you when they try to talk you out of your undies and talk to you nice and don't you want to feel this? See? Don't you want to feel it? Don't you want to? It's so freaking tight. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I don't care how much you want to feel it. The inviscous inners. Shout out to MTR. I don't care. Wrap it up. If she ain't got the ring, if y'all ain't got the big house together, if y'all not looking to build a family, wrap it up. I don't care how much she tried to peer pressure you. She's trying to call you scared. You ain't really a man. Listen, wrap it up. If she can't get jiggy with that, keep it moving. Because there's another girl out there who is. And she ain't looking to have no babies anytime soon. She ain't trying to take that risk. Don't let a woman talk you out of your undies and talk you out of not wrapping it up and having protected sex. I don't care what type of shenanigans they try to throw at you. It's better to be safe than sorry. Anyways, that's what I shall leave with you today. Fellas, wrap it up. Women, stop going so fast. Also have protected sex. Reevaluate your life. If you think that you can be more compatible to be a mother before you can be a wife, please reevaluate yourself. all of your relationships end outcome in the same way, all of your relationships end off with the same type of man, please reevaluate yourself. It's not them. It's your black ass. Don't project onto the men, all y'all men do this, all y'all men do that. That's all y'all men do. Evidently you like it. Evidently you keep entertaining them. You keep coming past them. You haven't been noticing the red flags. You haven't been noticing the cautions, the warnings, the turn back, don't enter here. You keep entering. You keep going. Then what happens? Oops, I did it again. Mess your life up. 2 things my dad told me before I went off to college. Your word is bond, and if temptation strikes, wrap it up. Listen, this was the best advice that my dad could have ever given me during college. Before we went off to college, my father said, listen, son, listen, Tyrone. There's going to be some fine women out here you're going to come across when you get on campus and things of that nature. Okay, now, we have taught you to wait till marriage, but we know how men are. I know how men are. Temptation's going to come. If the time is of the essence, it would be better for you to wrap it up. If anything, by all means, wrap it up. And I don't care what the woman tells you. I don't care how nice she tries to come at you. Wrap it up, because you do not want to deal with baby mama drama. One of the best forms of advice that my father could have ever instilled in me. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this respectfully in the comments below. I want to know how you personally feel about the basis of this video. Alright, and before you go, I have another video for you as well concerning the basis of relationships and family and concerning black women. Alright, you don't want to miss this one. Alright, till next time. We out.